Francis Chua is the manager and Luis Alfred Tenorio is one of the assistant coaches.
Kasama pa si Coach Richard Del Rosario.
Hindi ko alam ba't sinama si Richard Del Rosario dito sa lakad na ito.
Siyempre rin siyang
siyempre naman.
First assistant ni Coach Tim Con with Barangay Ginebra. So he will join the coaching staff together, of course, with Coach Jong Yuchiko.
So it's important, Coach Mark, na merong malalim yung iyong pagpipilian na sort of saying you have a pool.
Well, marami naman tayong players who are of good quality and deserving to play in these Asian Games. Worth mentioning, yung mga players who are playing in Japan and Korea, they're not here because dito FIBA sanctioned the tournament. It's not a FIBA tournament, so that's why the mother teams in Japan and Korea, they're not obligated to release those players. Kaya ang binuo nating team dito, 100% galing sa PBA except for the naturalized players.
Except si Ange Kwame.
Except si Ange, of course, si Boundy. Din.
So, karamihan dito, I mean, kakagaling lang sa World Cup tournament. Of course, sa kupunan natin, Scotty Thompson, of course, Junmar was also part of the team, Japet Aguilar. So, umuwi lang sandali. Then, went back into training. Alam ko si Junmar went back home to Cebu. Si Octana, I know, was one of the last few cut World Cup team, di ba?
Final cut. And
Chris Newsom was the very last one person to be cut.
That's right.
Who said, okay, fine, but I'll stay around, I'll stick around. I'll see what I can do to contribute to the team, which is great team spirit. Let's see how this game turns out. Anong natidinig mo tungkol sa Bharain, Coach?
Well, not really very familiar with Bharain. But you're right, they've improved compared to several years ago. Talagang tinatambakan lang itong Bharain. But as you mentioned, may naturalized na rin. At there won't be pushovers for sure today.
Of course, they would like the game to be as close as possible. Here's a set piece for them. Here's Chisholm shooting with 6 on the shot clock. Misses, and the rebound is claimed by Justin Brownlee.
If you look at the starting 5 of Gilas, lahat ito naglaro ng Southeast Asian Games.
So
meron tong may familiarity dito at may chemistry itong grupong ito because a lot of them played together in the SEA Games.
10 seconds rather remaining on the Gilas shot clock. Junmar trying to decide. Scotty curls, turns, but misses.
That's a nice play to get Scotty going early in this game, but he missed it.
Rashid, no, and Junmar Fajardo has his first board. Bharainians trying to bring up the defense early on. Here's Chris Newsom. Oh, jump pass suddenly by Scotty. Scotty will try again. Drop pass to Junmar, shorts, that won't work. Follow up, yes.
Good two-man action there between Scotty Thompson and Junmar, although Junmar could not finish the initial attempt.
Rashid now being watched by Newsom. Radem earlier, no, and Junmar has his second rebound. Scotty Thompson ahead of the pack, slows it down, waits for the rest of the gang to get assembled. Brownlee attacks, dishes, there's a block by Chisholm on the attempt of, I think it's Octana. In the meantime, here comes the pickup by the Philippines. Brownlee attacks, doesn't make it, gets the miss, a reset, Chris Newsom 3, no, good rebound.
So we're shooting badly from the field, but offensive rebounding ang bumubuhay dito sa Gilas in the early going. Both of our baskets are coming from second chance opportunities.
And again, Chris Newsom tries to shadow Rashid early on. Here's Chisholm. Nice fake to the basket, the first attempt, and still no basket for Bharain. Already 2 minutes and a half into it, and a shot from the side will work.
And usually, after an offensive rebound, talagang merong libreng mga three-point shooters itong Bharain. So they did a good job that time in spotting the open man.
Motin taking care of that three-point shot. Here's Brownlee. Watch very closely. Tries to make a move. Curls, turns, gets it.
And Brownlee, that's a big mismatch there. They could take advantage of that offensively all day long. Brownlee very versatile in the low block.
Here's Chisholm looking inside. Rashid drives in, blocked. And Gilas off and running, ahead by 3. Open. Brownlee, he loves that spot. Doesn't make it. Rebound. That's a traveling violation.
Calvin Oftan asking for the foul. Although hindi siya mabibigyan. They will call traveling on him. So far, Gilas is struggling with their outside shots. Wala pa tayong puntos dito outside the paint.
Which has been the frequent criticism or assessment of our teams. We still need the Alan Kay Dix of old, but let's see how Marshall Lassiter plays later on. There's another 3, and Bharain has equalized the count. They have nothing but 3s,
Yes.
Coach Mark.
2 threes already from Bharain. Wala pang 3-pointer dito ang Gilas.
Here's Brownlee. And they will possibly count it. They should, because Brownlee was already in action.
I don't think there's somebody there in the Bharain lineup that can defend against Justin Brownlee. Good play there coming from Bharain to set up number 7 for that open jumper. But Brownlee just too much, just too big for Bharain.
Number 7 is Ahmad Al-Muatin, and Tim Cohn early on and getting his second tour of duty as head coach in the Asian Games, because he had already coached in the SEA Games in 2019. Of course, Tim had the Centennial team back then that won the bronze medal.
That was 25 years ago in 1998.
And he was hoping that he could get back at the Koreans. He wanted any chance. In the meantime, push by Gilas. Chris with a crossover dribble. Hand off to Scotty. Shot clock reduced to 11. And there's a reach-in foul.
Expect to see a more aggressive Scotty Thompson here in the offensive
I
end.
think so.
Kasi nung World Cup, medyo parang nangapa siya playing alongside Jordan Clarkson.
And I think he didn't get enough time to show anything. Ako ang also evaluation ko, suddenly Scotty malalaki na rin yung taong kakasama.
Isa pa yun. Isa pa yun. But ito, number 1, ang coach, yung coach niya sa PBA. And then secondly, yung naturalized player natin.
Sanay pa sila.
Ang tagal na niya kasama itong si Justin Brownlee.
Hirap din ng player, yung lalo na MVP ka, yung expectations sa'yo, taas.
That's correct. I think doon natin nakita. Because Scotty, when he was playing in the NCAA, and then early in his career in the PBA, hindi talaga sa point guard eh.
Hindi talaga.
But he was shifted later on in his career. Nagawa naman niya. But siguro in the highest level of basketball in the World Cup, medyo nag-struggle si Scotty. Because of that. Because he was playing maybe not really his natural.
Saka matchup sa kanya, lalaki. Point guard, 6'2", 6'3", iba 6'4 pa. Samantala, Junmar Fajardo has just been called for a foul. 11-6 is the count here thus far. Bharain keeping it close. They've hit 2 3-pointers so far. Open shot. Hey. They like it. Ramet with another delivery.
Well, Bharain knows, yan lang ang pag-asa nila to stay close. They need to hit the outside shots, and they have good sets to free up their shooters.
Simple lang actually. Scotty trying to shield for Brownlee. Here's the pass to Brownlee at the top of the post. Nice up break. Here's the familiar cut by Brownlee, who misses.
But you can see there, yung nagkakaamuyan lang ito si Scotty at si Brownlee.
I almost said it's a familiar Ginebra play. Here's a cut by Oftana, and suddenly Chisholm crawls all over him. Nagkatisot-tisot sila lahat eh.
Good
Ito.
cut again there by Calvin Aftana. I like the movement without the ball here so far from Gilas and Chisholm with the foul.
Ito yung pangatlong tres nila. Si Ramed.
And that's something that they can take advantage of. Kasi si Junmar, in pick and roll situations, talagang usually naka-drop coverage yan. Hindi siya lumalabas sa shooters. And that's why nalibre ang Bharain that time.
Ange Kwame, CJ Perez, Chris Ross getting, he likes being called up for Gilas duty actually. Chisholm with a big smile on his face. He knew that, well, kilala niya yung mga kalaban niya rito. Foul, hatawan. And Bharain called for another team foul. Third team foul ng tinig ko, so Bharain so far keeping it close here. Alam mo, one thing we have to learn and watching Gilas or your favorite UAAPT, hindi agad matatambakan yung kalaban eh.
Oh, yes.
We have to learn that the other side will also try to score.
At nag-ensayo din yan.
Oo
Naganda din
naman.
yan. Especially first game, feeling out, not just
Good point,
the opponent, pati yung teammates mo eh, because hindi naman matagal na magkakasama ng mga to.
In the meantime, Chisholm got a good feed when he cut to the basket, was clipped upon entry. I think he'll get free throws here. Here's a previous play. Uy, marunong namang hook si Optana.
Optana, I think, will still have a big future para dito sa Gilas kasi wingman with range. Si Calvin Optana.
That's the new style of the game, eh, no? Yung matangkad na taong hindi na masyadong uso yung pinasabi mo stretch 3 o stretch 4 eh, no? Normal na yun eh. Sige nga, stretch 4 sa World Cup, lahat ng tao
Lahat sila stretch.
Lahat sila stretch to, pati point guard. Gabi, no?
That's true. Parang 5, may mga 7-footers, tumitira sila 3.
Favorite ko yun sa Germany, si Obst ba yun?
Si Andreas Obst.
Oo, no? Sabi ng NBA, ba't nakalusot sa atin yan?
He was the hero against the US team USA.
Oh, good drive. Ay, hindi lang pumasok yung tira ni Chris Newsom. 13-10 is the count.
Marami-rami na yung layups that we've missed here in the first quarter.
Nice up fake. Glass shot will work. And Bharain keeps it close. Good drive to the basket by Almoaten. Here's Brownlee. Driving hard. Finds a small opening. Can't fill it up. Chisholm with a tap. Pushes it over to Ramed. They slow it down. Almoaten. Looking to... Oh, great pass. Good pass to Chisholm. Oh, great sneak-in pass. And Chisholm was fouled.
This guy is a good point guard. Itong si Almoatin. Ang ganda ng read niya dito.
That he was looking at him all the way here.
He did enough to attract the defense of Junmar. And then nice drop pass there.
And Almoatin gets a breather here. Bharain keeping it very close. And we have Chisholm on your screens. Devon, Dwayne, Lamont.
Chance here for Chisholm to give the lead here to Bharain.
Kasi mangot ng maaga si Willie Marshall at saka si Francis Chua doon. Oy, ngiti nga kayong dalawa dyan.
Maaga pa.
Maaga pa eh. Si mangot kayo dyan. Well, that's a good combination of managers. As player, bibihave ka eh. No? Maging dalaw. CJ Perez is on the floor.
First guy off the bench here for Gilas is CJ Perez.
Melad of Bharain is also on the floor. There he is, trying to shadow CJ.
This is another guy we will rely on, CJ, in terms of creating offense from the perimeter. Good job by Junmar.
Oh, ganda nun. Well done. Familiar move. Mukhang back in good health si Junmar, ano? Good for Gilas and bad news for the rest of the PBA, I guess.
And he had a great World Cup for,
Oh,
for
naman.
us.
Nakakasabay na siya doon sa mga mas malalaki sa kanya eh. Pangatlo ba naman yan di ba? Third World Cup.
Yes.
In the meantime, libre sa tres. Ayaw. That will not work for Rached Al Hussein. CJ, his intended pass to Scotty Thompson is deflected.
But we need that good intention. We're pushing the ball. That's something that will really be to our advantage. Yung speed game. This is the post up here by Junmar. Galing, no? And he was able to recognize that there was no help defense on the other side in the baseline. Kaya doon siya umikot.
Kung minsan yung big man, nararamdaman nila, uy, may katabi ba ako? Wala. Up, kita, up, then I drop. Diba? Kaya nagawa niya yung one-on-one move na yan. Look at Junmar move without the ball inside, but the short-range shot, no problem.
That has been our bread and butter here. Justin Brownlee in the low post. So far, walang sagot ng Bharain.
But Bharain playing a decent game here. They're keeping it very close, which is a good idea against Gilas. The attempted pass deflected. CJ Perez very quick to it. CJ attacks, giant steps. Is clipped up on entry. Most likely free throws forthcoming.
That's the impact na binibigay dito ni CJ Perez. As soon as he gets in, he's there. With playing with a lot of speed, playing with a lot of pace, and fantastic open court player talaga si CJ.
Alam mo, kailangan din natin ng mga slashers to the basket eh. Okay, we'll take a short break here. The timeout is taken, and we'll be right back.
We have to play down in the post, please. Maybe foul. Okay, maybe foul. The ball, no middle. No middle. He win baseline. The last. One, two, three.
And we are just about ready to continue with the latter portion of the opening quarter. It's Bharain against the Philippines. Seb Sarmenta, Mark Molina here for your coverage wherever you're following us with a minute and 51 remaining. First game of the Philippines in the Asian Games tournament. Last time the Philippines won this, Mark Molina was not yet born. 1962. Some players named Edgar Roque, Roelna Durata were part of that team. Of course, in 1951, the Philippines won it also, but there were only 4 other opponents at the start of the tournament. The rest of Asia had not really learned how to play, but takes nothing away from the fact that the Philippines dominated the early editions of the Asian Games. In the meantime, back to the present here in Guangzhou in China. Bharain doing a decent job of attacking inside, but the Philippines takes the ball. A great lead pass. Scotty with a great fake and 2 points.
That's the teamwork we expect coming from Scotty and Justin Brownlee.
Ako gusto ko yung pronouncement ni Tim Cone that the team will go for the goal. Diba? Instead,
Yes.
this is not the usual, let's get into a tournament, let's see how far we can go. But the objective is to win it.
If you look at the lineups, we in the World Cup, pangalawang best Asian tayo after after Japan. Now, yung lineup ng Japan dito, iba rin. Ibang-iba rin compared to sa naglaro ng World Cup. And yung China, I think, is similar lineup to what played in the World Cup. Pero, tinalo naman natin ang China ng World Cup.
I have a feeling China is also in transition.
Yes.
They have not fielded their best teams of late. Meanwhile, Wale will shoot free throws, misses the first. Philippines now has its biggest lead of 6 points in this opening quarter. Second free throw finds the target, and I hear a buzzer. Japet Aguilar also aching to come up with a better performance. Will replace Octana in the Philippine lineup.
You will also see here medyo different styles in terms of rotating of players. I see si Coach Shot mas mabilis ang rotation, 5-6 minutes na siya kagad. Here with Coach Tim Go, we're at the 9 mark, and so far hindi pa kita.
She's a player of the PBA, you know, to cut it down to 7 or 8 players,
definitely.
And he'll rely on those. In the meantime, the ball is taken away by Gilas. Scotty, who has not seen a break, still on the floor. So has Brownlee. So has Junmar.
Yep. We've played 7 players only so far.
In the meantime, it's called as traveling. Here's that drop pass earlier by Junmar Fajardo. If you've seen videos of our practices, this is what Gilas has been sort of playing, a bit of the triangle, if you notice. Form the triangle, 2 cuts and then break to the basket.
Marami rin tayong dribble handoff that you will see
marami.
coming from Junmar.
Oh, great shot. That 3-point shot, that's 4 for them.
That has kept them in the game. 4 out of 9 now from the field here from Bharain ng Philippines. Wala pa tayong 3-pointer.
In the meantime, missed opportunity. Here's another 3. Now, Japet tries to hook it back because he had a touch on it. And we're down to a final second. Had a chance, would have counted though. So at the end of the first 10 minutes of basketball, we find Gilas setting the pace here, but not without a challenge coming from Bharain. So we'll have more basketball action coming your way in just a short while. We have you back with us for the Gilas Pilipinas Bharain game from the 19th Asian Games. And Coach Mark Molina was so correct that the main source of points for Bharain was the 3-point shooting.
4 out of 9 from the field, so they're shooting well from the outside. That is something that we need to contain here because yan lang ang opensa ng Bharain. On the other hand, ang Gilas still without a field goal from beyond the arc.
They took 2 attempts from 3-point country, did not hit any of them. And nearly stolen, but still recovered. Chris Ross, it's tapped from behind. Here comes the push by Bharain. And fires a layup. One of the rare opportunities for them to score a layup. It's Rashid Al Hussein.
That was because of that turnover forced by Bharain on Chris Ross. We have new players on the floor. Nice pass. Only 2 assists tayo in the first quarter. That's the 3rd one for the game. Great play from Lassiter.
Most of the assists, of course, came from the fact that the Bharain team made a lot of set pieces. Here's Lassiter with a 3. Not quite. We're hoping the key will explode, actually.
But that's a good shot. We will
Yeah.
take that anytime. An open transition 3 coming from one of our best shooters in Marshall Lassiter.
Tres, Kaliwete, ayaw pumasok yung tira ni Al-Haddad.
Gilas now with a smaller lineup. We have Japet at center, Brownlee at the 4. And then we have 3 guards playing with them.
In the name of CJ Perez, Lassiter, of course. Si Brownlee kung minsan parang guardia na rin yun.
Expect a faster pace. Yun, ang ganda na spacing natin that time that led to that layup coming from CJ Perez.
So San Miguel well represented here with Junmar, CJ, and Marshall, and Chris Ross.
Chris Ross, yep. Then Barangay Hinebra, rin yan.
Ilan ang
Tatlo rin.
Ilan ang Hinebra? Si,
4 din.
si
Brownlee,
Brownlee.
Brownlee and Scotty. No, 3 lang. Tatlo lang. Wala pala si Jamie Malonzo.
No, si Jamie na-injure ng bandang dulo eh. In the meantime, it is 25-20. There are 4 groups actually. We are included in Group C. So the rest of our opponents are distributed here, there, and everywhere in the different groups. In the meantime, good defense by the Philippines as they shield off that attempt. It's saved at the baseline. Here's a long distance shot. It's the edge of the board. Philippines collects the rebound. Bharain already with its first 2 points, while the Philippines has scored 4 here at the top of the second period. CJ Perez. Oh, first 3 by the Philippines.
Finally, and that was a great pass coming from Chris Ross. Skip pass. The wide open Perez.
Near steal by Lassiter. Oh, but it's last touch on Bharain. Mas malapit pa ang press ng international compared to the PBA.
It's the same. It's the same already.
The same na.
Ang iba lang ng NBA.
NBA
Mas malayo. Mas malayo. Pero I believe the PBA tsaka FIBA parehas.
CJ Perez has got to sharpen that 3-point shot. You know, it'll be open many times, so might as well just blast away. There, like in this case. But it's caught by Chisholm. Lead pass. Bharain with a walk in the park here.
That's defense leading to offense there coming from Bharain. What a play there coming from Wayne Chisholm. Kala ni CJ, hindi na siya abutan that time.
Nakalimutan niya dating import ng PBA. Rashid Al Hussein on the finishing end. Here's Lassiter trying to hang on to the ball. Japet being asked by Ross to get into his post position. Here's Brownlee, libre. Second rainbow.
Now we're beginning to shoot from the outside. Back-to-back 3-pointers now for Gilas.
And we have established our biggest lead of 10 points. And there's a reach-in foul by Perez.
Ito si Brownlee. He just came off surgery. Galing din sa injury to. But he has not sat down so far in this game.
No, yeah, not with Dincon around. Dincon will play him as long as he can.
Well, sanay na si Justin Brownlee dyan. In fact, this is only a 40-minute game.
Which makes a huge difference.
Oh, yes.
If you notice, yung extra 2 minutes.
Malaki yun.
Tsaka yung players have the chance to call a timeout in the pro game. They don't in the FIBA and in the Asian games. In the meantime, Japet has a chance for a rebound. It's a pushing foul. Most likely called against Al-Haddad. Coming back in is Alhassan. 10-point lead by Gilas.
A little bit more separation here in the second quarter for Gilas because of the back-to-back three-pointers that we had.
Lassiter wiggles open. Can't get it to drop. Rebound being grappled with. Finally secured by Bharain.
Kevin Alas is also now in the game for the Philippines.
And an offensive foul is called against Bharain. Is it Don Wayne? If it is, that's his second foul.
This is what Chris Ross will really give to you, to Gilas. Defensive intensity. That he forced that offensive foul, that illegal screen from Chisholm.
Ang galing din magbenta ng fouls. Just such a wily, crafty player. Tana, is that? No, this is Arvin Tolentino. So let's hope he will also explode.
And Justin Brownlee will go to the bench for the first time.
Alas being guarded by a much taller defender. Here's an open shot for Japet.
That's great offense between Arvin Tolentino and Japet on the two-man game.
Gusto ni Japet yan. Good for his confidence yun.
That's very important. If our bigs like Japet and Junmar can hit perimeter jumpers, luluwag talaga yung opensa natin.
Natural human reaction yun. Ano? Pagka biglang umi-score yung malaki, biglang from the outside, biglang lalabasin.
Lalabasan siya nung bantay niya, nung big men nung kalaban.
At may chance ngayon yung mga CJ Perez, yung mga Scotty, sumalaksak sa loob. Biggest lead of the Philippines now at 34-22. So far, Gilas outscoring the Bharain side 12-4. And suddenly the defense has improved tremendously. Chris Ross taking away the right flank attack. Open three, forced shot. No connection. Japet fighting for it. Trying to keep it alive, and there's going to be a recheck foul. Could be on Tolentino.
But once again, Chris Ross becoming a factor. His pressure defense led to that fourth shot of Bharain. Although di natin nakuha ang defensive rebound.
Under 6 minutes to play in your second quarter. The first quarter ended at 22-18. Inbound play by Bharain. They're going to try. I thought they'd launch another three. They drive. Japet swats it away. There's a foul before flight.
Bharain's going to take 2 free throws here.
Yeah. And we have Mohamed Hamoda seeing action for the first time. Wayne will sit down. Brownlee returns quickly. Style ano? Style Ginebra, 1 minute, 2 minute. Balik si Brownlee, why not?
Alam na ni Justin Brownlee.
Inom lang akong tubig sandali. Pupunas lang agad sandali.
It's the usual Ginebra rotation here for him.
And what? And you saw his stat line earlier. Sa grupo natin, ano, sa Group C, we're with Jordan, Thailand, and this Bharain team. So, top 2 siguro.
Yes.
Papasok.
Yes. And we should be able to take care of this Bharain team and Thailand. Jordan, kaya rin natin yan, but that should be the biggest problem for us in the group stages.
Si Hollis Jefferson yata maglalaro sa Jordan. Because in the World Cup, he played for that team.
He is their naturalized player. Of course, Ronde will also be back to play for TNT.
Yes.
After this Asian Games. So they counted that basket from Brownlee. And now the Philippines has a 12-point lead.
A repeat of their biggest lead. Could have been the biggest at 13. But the miss by Brownlee from the free throw line. 5.5 remaining in your second quarter. Melad brings it up. Maganda rin yung, uy, ganda ng pass. Ay, sayang na bitawan. Ganda ng hook pass na yun.
Great look, but ito si Amir could not handle that pass. Ange Kwame now checking in. And now we have used all of our 12 players. Ange Kwame is the last player to be used here by Coach Timko.
And our coaches stand up. We have a timeout. We shall return.
Hey, no save, no change. Do 5, do 4. No change and defense. Play physical. Hey, hold the ball, no hands, the hands time. Play pass and play deep. No dribbling, no dribbling, no dribbling. Hey.
قفلت الكوره كان من وجه دايركت بيلعب الكوره لا ما قبل ما يوقف
Hey, pay attention. 5 in. Focus in defense. Focus in defense. Okay, focus in defense. Rebound, defense, round. Rebound, defense, round.
We have you back with us. The Philippine schedule today is the 26th. We play Bharain. On the 28th, Thailand, and on the 30th, we play against Jordan in the group competition, where there are 4 groups of 14 seats, so 16 na kaagad. And we're looking for possibly the next 8 and then the 4, trimming it down the road.
It's important to be number 1 in your group, because if you're number 1, pasok ka na kagad sa quarterfinal.
Yes.
Yung 2 and 3,
Medyo
may laban ng qualification yan against the other groups.
Apat din yung Ginebra. Si Arvin wala na nga pala sa Ginebra, no?
Wala na. Nasa Northport na si Arvin.
Uy, muntik na. 9 seconds on this set. We reach in foul. Number 23, Mohamed Hamoda. Kung minsan pag masyadong mahaba yung pangalan, yung mas maiksing pangalan ilalagay nila sa jersey. Kasi 4 yung pangalan niya eh. Oo. Sandali lang. Ano kaya pinag-uusapan ni Al Francis at saka si Willie Marshall doon sa likod? Kalain mo, binigyan ng jacket yung dalawang yan. Bagay naman. Behave. Ano yan? Behave naman. Malaking bagay. Malaking tool. Maraming maitutulong yung dalawang yan. Oh? Kasi penalty. Kailangan nagtira ng free throws.
Yeah, and I think the chemistry, the relationship of Tim Conan and Coach Alfrancis Shua, buong-buo na yan eh. From winning so many championships in the PBA.
Parang bang ano yan eh. Second nature eh. Parang alam na ni Alfrancis kung anong kailangan ni Tim.
Right.
Hindi mo tuloy si Tim nung sinabihan through Alfrancis, sinabihan ni Mr. Ramones, sabi mo gawin para sa bayan. Ayun, di ginawa. Ayaw sana mag-coach ni Tim eh, di ba?
Ayap. Pero
sige na.
if it's number 1 for the country, number 2, of course, if si Ramones ang kumausap sa iyo, may tumanggi.
Alam mo naman si Tim, mas Pilipino pa nga yan. Samantala, nawala. Bharain now struggling under the biggest lead of the Philippines, which is now 14 points. 4:22 remaining, second quarter. First quarter ended at 22-18. Bharain limited to 6 points in this period, while the Philippines is pocketed 16. High looping pass. Ange Kwame, yes! Lumalabas siya yung youngest dito sa grupo.
Yes.
No?
That's right. Ange Kwame, he played in the UAP last season.
Yan. Nakawala si Kai Soto sa grupong ito ngayon eh. Uh-oh. Naku, foul si Kevin.
He was also dealing with some injury problems and knee problems during the UAP season, si Ange Kwame. So galing din ito from a procedure on his knee.
Alam mo, halos lahat yata yan dumaan na procedure. Alam ko si Kevin dalawang beses.
Si Kevin, dalawang ACL.
Dalawang ACL. Alam ko si Chris Ross dumaan din. Brownlee, sabi mo nga, kagagaling ng surgery. Buhay nga naman ng player. Ano. Naku, libre. Pero nawala ang bola. Eh, Junmar, laking tao yung umarap sa'yo eh. 16-point lead, biggest lead. Biglang umexpand ito, no? Dinipensahan na natin eh. Ayan, turnovers.
And the defense is much better in locating the shooters dito sa second quarter.
There's a foul, could be on number 23, Hamoda. And if that is so, Ange Gomes is going to shoot free throws here. Bharain suddenly seeing this output of theirs get stalled at 24. Ange derails in the first one.
I like the combination of centers that we have here.
Oo nga, no?
Merong veterano, Junmar, and then you have an athletic young guy here in Ange Kwame. Tapos, if needed, ang third center mo dito si Chapel.
Alam mo, maganda for Ange Kwame ito, matuto siya ng other skills eh. Minsan sa UAAP, pinipilit niya kuminsan eh, di ba? So matututo siya with the formation of the to pass it off at times, right? To use the post move. Kasi UAAP, kaya-kaya niya eh.
Kaya. That's true. He's not really a post scorer.
No, he's not.
But he can get points off pick and rolls, yung mga ganun, off movement, and because of his size and athleticism, he can also get a lot of offensive rebounds.
Pag nalibre sa top of the key, titira ng
May tira din yan. Yeah, tama. That's a great play.
Hindi na pumasok. Fights for the miss, and he's so disappointed he missed. That what looked like a gimme. Down the middle, and ooh, what's the call? It's a foul. Good cut to the basket. Ooh, napitawag. Tapos napitawag eh.
Yun ang sinasabi ni Brownlee. Nobody from Gilas touched that ball.
Depende talaga sa angulo eh, no?
Tinawagan ng foul.
Tinawagan ng foul. Scotty Thompson returns. Pulled out Chris Ross. Almoaten takes care of the first.
He has been the leader so far of this Bharain team.
But the offense of Bharain has been shackled by a much stickier Philippine defense here in the second quarter.
Medyo nagulat din tayo with their outside shooting in the first quarter.
They had 4 of 9 from three-point range in that opening quarter. They have not hit any so far here. I speak too soon, of course.
And that's a transition three. Good pull-up here coming from Almohatim.
You can tell that Tim Cone didn't like that. He called the timeout. We'll be right back. Just in time to hear the tail end of the admonition. Coach Tim Cone telling his Gilas team, we only have one chance in these games, so you got to take advantage of every game.
That's correct. We only have 3 games and you want to be number 1. Yun ang importante dito for Gilas para you qualify directly to the quarterfinals. And usually, if you're number 1, makakaiwas ka rin doon sa mga number 1 in the other groups.
And, you know, with the reality of the preparation time this team had, not a lot of time. We all know that. They'll use some of the games to get gelling together.
Yep.
So they want to play as efficiently as possible and as intensely as possible in every game. I heard Tim Cohn say, don't take a day off here, guys. I think he was disappointed defensively. What happened with the shot of Al-Muazzin earlier. In the meantime, Kwame with his second basket.
Great play coming from Scotty Thompson there in that drop pass to Ange Kwame. But you're right. He didn't like that open three-pointer. Kahit na transition yun, dapat may kumuha pa rin kay Al-Muazzin.
Kasi kanina pa tumitira naman yun eh. In the meantime, Chisholm can't get to the board. In the meantime, here comes Scotty, slows it down. Marunong na rin manulak na si Scotty. Actually, you know, hindi alam ng maraming tao. Kaya nakakakuha rin ng rebound si Scott. Hindi lang position, marunong din manggulang kay ilalim yan.
Marunong manggulang, timing is
di ba?
perfect as well. And then, yung desire. Desire to get the rebound. Yes.
Kung wala kang hilig rumiband, huwag kang tumalon. Huwag kang makisali doon. Nice move. Oh, great.
Traveling.
Tinawagan. Alam ko, di tatawagan.
Sa correct call, Ange Kwame. He had strength ni Ange Kwame when he was playing for Ateneo. Defending against perimeter players like this, like the way he did here.
Babaguhin niya yung galaw nung niya umaatake.
Because he's fast enough to keep in step with guards.
Tim Cohn he sounds like he's coaching practice, no? Kasi this is the real first game, although there have been tune-up games. Iba na pag competition level na. Chris Joseph free. Dropped it in.
Those are much needed outside jumpers, three-point shots for the Philippines. Alam mo, I think the schedule also worked in our favor because our two games are teams that we should expect to beat. Thailand and Bharain. So yung sinabi mo nga, kulang ang preparation. But this is part of the preparation. This will prepare us for Jordan and then in
whoever down based on the schedule.
Yes.
Based on the schedule. We are Group C, so we will most likely face the other group, which involves Indonesia, Japan, or Korea. So Japan and Korea will probably clobber each other out for the first spot there.
Iwasan din yan. Those two teams would want to be number 1 as well. Malaking advantage yung number 1 ka because you will get an easier route to the semis and finals.
Kasi the fourth team of Group D is Qatar. So yung Indonesia, familiar natin tinatali. Japan and Korea of late. Japan, as you mentioned, is not fielding the same World Cup team in these games. In the meantime, the shot circle's in.
But Japan has been the most impressive country as of late.
Yes, that's true. Their coach, who used to coach the women's side, who is a resident of Japan, has molded a very good international team, actually. In the meantime, the lead is 17, but what happens here?
That's going to be a foul on Chisholm, I believe. On the rebound play against Ange Kwame, ito may only hawak dito si Chisholm. I like the work.
Baka third foul niya na yan.
Of course, they don't like it, but I like the aggressiveness of Kwame in attacking the offensive glass.
Staying close to the rebounding battle inside. Minsan pag ayaw mo, you don't shove and push. But Ange just learned how to play Pinoy basketball, actually. Kwame drops the first. Biggest lead of the Philippines stood at 19. It's restored at 19. Laki na in-improve ng free throws nito, no? Dati manghuhula ka pa.
Tama. Talagang he really worked on that outside shot. Even the three-point shot, meron na rin to si Ange Kwame.
Hindi na ako nagugulat pag tumitira ng tres yun eh. Kulang ng variety yung opensa ng Bharain. Kinain na sila ng depensa ng Pilipinas.
Nabasa na din na. This match here.
Downstairs, yes. Kwame has 8. And
Yes.
biggest lead on the board.
And Ange Kwame has been a factor here last 6 minutes when he entered the game. Pero nakabawi ang Bharain.
And Rashid dropping that. Mustafa Alamed, Rashid.
Running shot pa itong natira niya.
Running shot eh. Good form, good line, good buy. But at the end of the first half, it's the Philippines in charge of this ball game in this group competition, leading 51-33.
We were shot much better from the field here, 18 out of 37. Bharain only 9 out of 26. And then we forced a lot of turnovers there, especially in the second quarter. Bharain committing 12 turnovers, which led to 18 points for Gilas. Plus the fact that we had 13 points in the paint. Itong Bharain, 2 points lang. Basically, ang offense ng Bharain talagang nag-focus sa 3-point shooting nila, especially in the first quarter. Nung nag-struggle sila from the outside in the second quarter, that was the time we were able to establish this double-digit lead that we have now.
And the bench of Gilas also coming to the fore with a 22-8 edge in that department. Earl Timothy Cohn is our head coach, of course. And Bharain will just have to play better basketball in the second half to come closer. They did not start badly. They had a good start, Coach Mark.
In fact, they even grabbed a couple of leads there in the first quarter because of the outside shooting. But we were able to adjust. We were able to locate their outside shooters in the second quarter, and their defense was much better there.
Yes, indeed. We welcome you to the third quarter. We'll begin with a count of 51-33. There's an opening inside, and Gilas gets an escape from a bullet. And Tim Cohn saying, how could they be so open?
That was a well-executed play
Yeah.
by Bharain after that halftime break.
Alam mo,
Talagang
tama yan, ha?
sinulat nila yun.
Hindi masama mga set pieces nila, no?
Yes.
Ganda ng pattern. Oh, this is a good set piece. There is a foul.
I think it's on the shot by Brownlee. So that will be three free throws here for
The
Justin
way
Brownlee.
it looks. Wale, with a curious look in his face, Mohamed Yaqub Yusuf Wale, saying, what did I do? Let's see. The usual landing spot thingy, which they now call nowadays.
There was no contact on the upstairs. Pero yun nga, landing spot ang tinawag. And Brownlee will take advantage here. We'll take that. We also shot well from the line the first half. I think we were 12 out of 14.
Miss on the third, but it's 20 as the lead because of 21. Third quarter underway. Philippines' first game, the Asian Games. That shot rattles it.
Tira talaga niya yun, ha? Yung
Parang running shot.
na-
And he had one as a buzzer beater in that first quarter. Rashid taking care of cutting it down to 18. They're looking for Brownlee. We're down to 3 seconds in the shot clock. We need a shot. Not well executed there. Took a little way too long on the left flank. 3. No. Long rebound. Fighting for it is Newsom. Am I right, Mark? We have our starters back on the floor.
Yes.
I think all of them are. Yes, this is a 3.
Starting with the same lineup.
We could not hang on to the ball here. That was a wild and woolly scenario.
There was a turnover committed earlier on by Chris Newsom. Sayang yun, because naka-atake sana tayo sa fast break. But Bharain will keep possession.
And will inbound from the baseline. This is the second option of that play. Oh, they love this ball screen thing. There's a whistle.
Well, the point is they want to attack Junmal Fajardo's defense in the ball screen. Earlier on, nakakuha sila ng mga open looks doing that.
Yeah, that's why they had a couple of three-point shots. And Newsom, who has been struggling here in the early part of the third quarter, is replaced.
CJ Perez will come in. He was also the first man off the bench, so he is practically assuming a 6-man role here for Gilas.
And this is the best place for Bharain to catch up against the Philippines, the three-point shot. Scotty at the helm. Big drive to the basket. That is going nowhere.
2 possessions na yan. Mas masama ang execution dito ng Gilas.
Parang they were guessing as far as the options were concerned. And the defense forcing them into those situations. CJ Perez half a step ahead and gone.
And when your offense is struggling, that's the best thing to do. Force some turnovers. Remember, 12 turnovers itong Bharain ng first half. So, I think that's a 20th turnover point already now
Yes.
for Gilas.
Outside attempt. This one will not bite. And Brownlee will lazily bring it across. Beats the 2 defenders. 3-point shot. This one rattles away. Tip in won't work. Baseball pass. Receive. Runner. No. Short. CJ Perez secures it.
Great transition defense coming from Justin Brownlee. Ito, an open look for Oftana. Yan ang gusto natin. Push the ball, speed up the pace, and you will get open looks from threes.
Such a delight to see a young big man drill it in from the outside. Lean and mean nung, and he was meant to play basketball. Ano? In the meantime, the ball is thrown away again by Bharain.
Ang maganda dito sa lineup natin when we're pushing the ball, our two forwards, Oftana and Brownlee, pag libre yan, titirahan ka talaga sa 3 points.
Hindi hesitate yan. Can't pass the ball really below the waist of the big man. Be a struggle. Ball didn't get a good bounce. No, hindi maganda yung angulo din ni Oftana.
Dapat nag-dribble siya a couple of times towards his left. Turnovers doon, 7 pa lang tayo, 14 na ang Bharain. Yan ang malaking advantage natin so far in this game, yung turnover points.
CJ yelling for the pass. Sidestep motion.
And that's where he excels. When you get CJ Perez on the break like that, halos 2 points na yan.
Biggest lead of the Philippines on the board, 22. They have to slow down. Be a little more organized there. Separation. Elevation. No conversion. Schism. There's a foul on Perez. Blocking.
That's a good foul by CJ kasi yung dalawang bigs natin, Brownlee and Fajardo, hindi pa nakababa sa depensa.
Here's that breakaway earlier. Sana someday makita natin maglaban-laban. Although they played together, yan nasa Korea ngayon, si Abando, the NCAA guys, CJ Perez, and then Scotty Thompson. Yung Abando, iba rin na skill set, no?
Tsaka grabe yung athleticism. Sobrang explosive. And then, may shoot ball sa 3 points.
In the meantime, Bharain drains another 3. This time it's Mohamed Hamoda. Alam mo itong Middle Eastern countries, they're like the European countries. They know they will not beat the other countries like the Americans with athleticism. Let's play with a system.
Yes.
Let's play ball movement, shoot from 3-point country.
Yes. Outside shooting yan. Ang problema nga, yung turnover sila. Yan ang pumapatay sa kanila.
Kasi kulang ng ball handling skills, di ba?
Hindi rin sila sanay to play with quicker competition. That's why we have done a great job on the defensive end, enforcing those turnovers.
Yes. Clock is down to 4:45 in the third quarter. Philippines way ahead. As large as the 22. Brownlee banging bodies, great drop pass. Junmar, there's
3 seconds.
3 seconds. Oh man. Kala ko tatawagin yung kickball pero 3 seconds ang tinawag. Kasi akala nila titira na ni Scotty.
Scotty still struggling a bit on the offensive end. Remember, nagkaroon ng injury din itong si Scotty Thompson sa kamay niya before the World Cup. Kaya matagal din dito nakalaro.
CJ Perez and the rest of the gang are ahead. 3. No, Junmar can't beat Wayne Chisholm to the rebound. Coach Bharain yelling at the top of his lungs, push it up. Wayne Chisholm is free for a 3. No, Scotty Thompson collects it. Ooh, reach in, tinawagan. Hamoda Mohamed with that foul.
Right now, we're just maintaining this lead.
Yeah.
I don't think Coach Tim would be too happy here. He would want to get into another level, maybe bring this lead up to 30.
Get his team oozing with confidence. Send a loud message to the rest of the field that, hey,
time we spot somebody with a nice cut, yun ang magandang makita because we're starting to develop the teamwork and the chemistry needed.
That's a great point. Here's Brownlee gathering the rebound. Oh, great pass. Great location. And the Philippines has its biggest lead of 23. And we'll take a short break and return very quickly.
Down. But remember, now you are here. You reside this for finish side. This is the system. This is the system.
انا مو قصدي الدفاع مو زين، احنا قصدي بس نتكلم كلام ما ينسى يلا يلا 1 2 3
Okay, J-Mar Perez in the stats with a good performance of 14 points. He was you're right, Coach Mark, he was the spark plug in that second quarter breakaway by the Philippines.
Spark plug of the bench itong si CJ, ang role niya dito.
Maybe that's the best way to describe him.
He's gonna be the sixth man for Gilas. Oh, Scotty is okay.
Six-man roll, ano?
Yep.
Tama. And there is a fake to the basket. A sudden jump by Scotty, and he crashed to the floor. Oh!
CJ is capable of playing point guard or off guard. He's a versatile guy. During the World Cup, because of the presence of Clarkson, madalas din siya nag-play point guard during that line. Pero dito, I think he's gonna be tasked to score more.
Brownlee with the tap and the breakaway. Sa World Cup kasi may Clarkson eh.
Hindi pa talagang goal.
Alright. Philippines with an edge and steals, 8-4. Third quarter, winding down to 2.5. And Bharain really limited in their output here. I would shoot.
Tana being a factor as well here in the third quarter with a couple of three-pointers.
May kamay talaga eh. No?
Meron talaga. And malaking confidence nung binibigay sa kanya ni Timko na he's the starter here at that forward position.
In the meantime, good reply by Bharain. They cut it down to 25. Nice spot. Ooh, paano yung bagsak ni Scott pa? You know, style team ko na, no? He's gonna rely on Scotty on the floor, keep him there as long as he is able. Hindi tama yung sabi mo eh. Hindi 5 minutes, palit. Diyan ka.
Ganyan naman ang ginagawa niya sa Barangay Nebra.
Sa Nebra eh.
Including Brownlee. And because si Scotty Thompson, hindi naman yung contributions niya, hindi naman limited din sa puntos eh. Ang dami niyang nagagawa.
Tapik-tapik, sundot-sundot, takbo sa fast break. Hindi pumasok ang second free throw. The lead is 26. A minute and 45 remaining in the third quarter. Libre. Hindi ni-launch. No. Junmar Pardo takes it away. Here's the push. No look pass. Hindi na iangat. Ni-reverse na foul si CJ Perez.
That's what we want. Fast break opportunities. Once we get stops, we should be running. Good pass here by Octana to CJ Perez. Yan ang dimension na binibigay talaga ni CJ Perez. Yung open court play niya has been the factor today.
Yung Octana, maganda rin magdala ng bola pala, no? Kasi sa siya naglalo sa TNT. Doon lang siya sa post kanto lang siya, di ba? Nakuha niya yung trabaho ni Troy Rosario.
He plays mostly power forward, 4 stretch 4 sa TNT, pero we all know he can play the perimeter as well.
Yeah, he can be the 3, a very tall 3.
Yes.
71-44. Philippines dominating this game. Close and tight in the opening quarter, but they broke the dam open in the second. Libre sa tabi, hindi maiangat. Shot clock coming down to 7 seconds for this offensive set. Tim Kong says close in.
Great defense by Ange Moami that time.
But another shot clock break for Bharain. They have 14, less than that. 3. Ball is loose. Looks like it's white ball, says the referee.
Gilas has now extended this lead to 27. Oh, it will stay with Bharain.
It does.
Parang last touch ang Bharain.
Mukha nga eh. Hindi nga magkasundo yung mga referees eh. Kadem with the inbound. Final 50 seconds of the third. Forced shot. Wow, he ran into a couple of trees there. Arvin slows down. Into the corner. Uh-oh. Ang hirap si Arvin at saka si Octana magkamukha pag nakatalikod eh. Pareho yung body type.
Tapos may similar pang laro nila. They're both long shooters.
Pag yan pumutok, may chance yung Philippines. Pumutok sila in martial arts and they're coming off the bench. In the meantime, some changes by Tim Kong.
Importante talaga yung onside shooting.
Lassiter will get a chance to play here in the final 33 seconds. Wayne Chisholm comes back in.
Marshall, Octana, Arvin, si Justin Brownlee.
Yeah.
Yan ang asahan natin with the 3-point shot. Sanj Kawame has been a factor here.
Ganun na yung laro eh. No? Yung 3-point shot, it's no longer, coaches, you will no longer hear coaches say, layo-layo mo tumira.
Wala na.
Pasok mo sa loob.
Pati nga dati, pag big man ka, tumira ka sa loob 3 points.
Laki-laki mo tumitira
Kasi
ka.
lalabas ka ng coach mo eh.
Hindi mo dalhin sa loob. Hindi na pwede yun. And we're down to the final 3 seconds on this set. Bilit.
Wow.
Kalahin mo. Nagawa ng paraan.
Natawa na lang si Angela because he defended that well again.
All the way down. Milad. Marshall goes up. No chance on that particular try. But the Philippines is in command of this ball game and should be well on its way to win number 1. 10 minutes remain in this one. We'll return. welcome you to the fourth quarter. The Philippines outscoring Bharain in the third period, 21-14. They have dominated all quarters, save for the first when it was much closer at 21-18.
But we've won all 3 quarters so far
No
here.
question, yeah.
The biggest one coming in that second quarter when we opened this game apart.
Our bench players emerging and scoring, and Bharain has no other offensive weapon save for that 3-point shot.
Now this lineup will be more of a half-court playing lineup here for Coach Kim Cone. No Scotty, no CJ on the floor, but a lot of shooting. Yan ang kailangan natin. Marshall making that 3.
And I guess that's why they brought along Marshall also. We need, for the international game, we really need a 3-point shooter. Philippines with a huge edge in assists.
If you look at the guards that we have, Scotty Thompson, CJ Perez, Chris Newsome, they can shoot the 3 from time to time, but they're not really regarded as as outside shooters.
Yeah. May gulat lang.
Yes, pero that's why you need somebody like Marshall, who is really an established spot-up 3-point shooter.
That's true. Meantime, defense of the Philippines holding here. Here's that setup job for Super Marshall.
Ganda ng movement that time. Yeah, that has been our offense in this game. Yung dribble handoff.
Ball knocked away to be retained by the Philippines. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Wayne Chisholm has also not gotten going in this game offensively. 75-47 count. Gilas with a 10-second shot clock. Sending it in to Japet. Fall away, baby. No. Ball safe from going out. Japet with a hand in it. Here's a pass to Marshall. Thought about squeezing the trigger. Didn't do so. And there's a foul from behind.
Good patience there. Japet and Chris Loss not forcing the outside shot, and they got it inside to Japet, who had that size advantage.
Rashid Al Hussein called for that foul. What is the call? It's an offensive foul against the Philippines. Where is the foul there?
I think air. I think they call it an Ange Kwame.
Ange Kwame for the screen.
Lumalaw siya ng konti.
That's the way they call it sa FIBA. And the ball is loose. Yanked free. And it's bounced over to Lassiter. There is a foul again. Second straight foul on Rashid Al Hussein. So just as a reminder, Philippines takes a break tomorrow and prepares itself for the game against Thailand. They play every 2 days. Jordan on the 30th will complete our group schedule.
Then after that, if we finish first, quarterfinals are not.
Yeah.
But if we finish it at second or third, we will be in that qualification quarterfinals phase.
Nice fake, shake and bake, amounting to nothing, however. 75-47. Chisholm breaks loose. Lead is 26. Steal. Ross might be called for the foul here.
And Coach Tim Cone can't be happy here. Some sloppy basketball from Gilas here to begin the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree.
Although hindi tinawag, so play on.
75-52, 23-point lead.
5 straight points now for Bharain, so a mini run there.
Valentino tries to get it across. And again, the press of Bharain resulted in some near turnovers, and I think there's a foul that has been called.
Well, we don't have a good ball handling lineup on the floor. Only Christos is the real ball handler there. So let's see if Coach Tim will make an adjustment.
And that's why I think they won this time.
You wings have to be involved, fellas. Also, in the out of bounds, don't let Arvin get the ball and bring it. He's not a ball handler. Of course he's going to make a turnover. Arvin takes it out. You guys come together. Get free. Button hook. Don't run away from the ball. All right? And Oz, you can't just stand here when a guy's in pressure. Come on up and help out. You just run also away from the ball. Don't run away from the ball, Jeff. Keep coming back. All right? You know this better than anybody. Come on, guys. You can do this. Let's go. 2 quick. 4 turnovers.
Coach Tim Cohn reminding his players on how to break the press more than anything else. And getting an earful was where the big men don't just stand there, jump it, and beat the ball.
Nandun lang sila sa dulo, hindi na tinutulungan yung mga gwardiya nila, kaya nagalit dito si Coach Tim Cohn. But that has been the point of concern here in the fourth quarter. A couple of turnovers by Gilas because of the pressure defense of Bharain.
And in the bigger scheme of things, you know that the other teams are watching and they're scouting. And they're probably saying, okay, this Philippine lineup has a group of players who don't know how to beat the press. So let's press them next time around. Lassiter looks inside. Japet providing the screen. Japet moving away. Ants returns it to Lassiter. Can't elevate. The pass to Kwame. And he's going to be called. No, I thought it'd be called for the offensive foul. Got away with that one.
I thought Marshall had the shot already here. Right there. Hindi na dapat pinasa ni Marshall, but trying to get Ange involved as well in the offense.
Minsan din hindi feel ng player eh. Di ba? Pero tama ka, dapat tinira.
Nakatira na yun. He has a very reliable floater.
Nobody will complain. Marshall Lassiter eh. There you see L.A. Tenorio, of course, one of the assistant coaches. That'll make it a 25-point lead. We're coming down to the final halfway point of the fourth quarter.
Pinasok na rin dito si Kevin Alas. So now we have another ball handler on the floor together with Chris Ross in Kevin.
Kwame playing among the seniors, of course, as he curled for the basket, was fouled.
I like the aggressiveness of Ange Kwame on the offensive end. Kung si Wayne Chisholm, pinahihirapan niya. He's been challenging his defense.
I guess when you're a young player, that you begin to play with the seniors, you're trying to make your presence felt so they respect you as well. You learn, and I'm sure he's playing against Junmar Pardo in practice, which I think is not that easy to do.
We're gonna need big minutes from Ange Kwame, especially pagkalaban na natin yung mga China, Japan, even Iran, the bigger teams in this tournament.
Now Japet with a swat. Of course, Iran will no longer have Haddadi, who has retired, but still a deadly team to play against. Just in the nick of time, but no conversion. Here comes the drive, the hoist. No, Kwame can't get to it. Here's the push by Bharain. Scoop pass. Nowhere to go. He thought he was fouled.
Once again, Ange was there to provide some help defense. Open
Oh, good
three.
shot. Hindi lang pumasok.
But those are the shots that you want Lassiter taking.
Both coaches coaching hard here today. Libre.
Yan talaga ang luxury when you have Ange Kawame as your big man. Pwede mo i-switch lahat ng pick and roll eh. He's holding his own, defending against the perimeter players of the opposing team. Ilang taon na ginawa sa UAP yan.
Well coached din kasi si Ange Kwame. So anyway, we have a timeout called by Bharain.
No more man to man. Now I want goal inside. No passing. No passing. Between them. You are here. No, you are four. Go out. Switch. Four. Pass. Understand?
And Coach Ricard Casagert, more of teaching than X's and O's. Alam mo, matatangkad din itong mga taga-Bharain. Well, you know, I always feel when India, Bharain, the other Middle East countries, when they really learn how to play basketball, will be seriously challenged.
They have good size. May athleticism din. Yung skill level lang malayo pa.
Diba? Because they probably started playing football first.
Yes, tama.
And other sports. Then they grew. Then they say, hi, you can play basketball.
Nag-basketball ka na.
Lead is 27, largest lead so far.
Unlike dito sa atin, bata pa lang talagang
Basketball na kagad.
yun ang first sport eh.
Board lang na may alambre. Ayos na eh, no? Sa kalye. And the biggest lead has been posted. 28-point lead, 4:27 before this is over. Is it on Chris Ross?
Yes. Off the switch once again. They're trying to get the ball inside to Chisholm. There's that switch, but Chris Ross will be called for the foul.
Wrestling foul. This is Al-Haddad coming back in. Wayne Chisholm will sit down.
Mukhang ipapahinga na itong si Wayne Chisholm. Maybe prepare for
The next
that
game.
game against Jordan and then Thailand. Kalabanin nila.
You're right. Their next game is against Jordan on the 28th.
Then that game against Thailand on the 30th, that might decide kung sino yung magiging third place dito sa C.
Philippines next game will be Thailand on the 28th. So Bharain about 4 minutes away from their first loss in the tournament.
And again, I think we will benefit from the schedule that we have.
Yeah, I think so.
Playing not very highly regarded teams in the beginning.
As this team needs games to get together.
Extra time together ito eh. Then of course, makakapag-practice sila bukas.
In between, ano?
Yep.
And I'm sure there's not a problem with practice venues in this place. I'll break pass.
And the more time of practice you give to a champion coach like Tim Cone, malaking bagay yan.
Junmar bulldozed his way through. Ayaw pumasok, 3 attempts na yon. 1, 2, 3. Dito
Yeah.
ayaw nyo.
Coach Tim doing some experimenting here as well. Playing Junmar and Ange Kawami together. Nakita natin during the World Cup, nagsabay din sandali si Junmar at si Kai Soto.
Oo.
So now this is a different look because you might need this combination down the road against the bigger teams. So magandang sinusubukan dito ni Coach Tim. And Ange is a more versatile defender than Kai Soto.
Tapos kung panggaan lang at kuhaan ng rebound, that will be quite an advantage with Kwame and Fajardo. They're on the floor. Si Kai kasi tiga-sungkit.
Yes.
Minsan, bad shot by Bharain. Oh, the big man.
Yun lang, huwag natin gawin.
Don't try to be point guards.
Nag-fast break yung dalawa.
Pero pagka pang-i-istorbo sa loob, kaya-kaya ng dalawa. Marshall advances. They tried it. Oh, great pass. Ginawa ng paraan. And the lead is, ito na yung 30 sinasabi mo. I think Tim Con can now relax this to the team.
You have to be happy with the effort here. After those couple of mistakes dito sa fourth quarter, we've cleaned it up once again.
Yan ang Chris Ross specialty. Near steal, but it rolls away. 2:47 to go.
It's also important na in international tournaments that you don't play somebody extended minutes kasi sunod-sunod ng laro lagi.
Yeah. Alam mo, ibang as the shot, uwi na. The definition of recovery time is different.
Yes.
Diba? Unlike in PBA or UAP play.
Usually 3-4 days yan.
Even a week.
Yes.
Wala kang laro. There are days walang practice. But ito, bukas may practice agad.
Meron. Non-stop to. Tsaka maraming ano yan because you're scouting teams, you're opposing teams also for the first time. Maraming viewing sessions din ito ginagawa.
I suspect si LA at saka si Coach Jong ang video guys nito. That's not an easy job to do.
It is not. It is not. Medyo... Tsaka yung may skill dyan, yung paano mag-edit ng video. Hindi yan basta-basta. Although those who are good at it, parang when they do it, madali lang. At mabilis lang.
You have to, when you edit that part, you have to think like a coach.
Oh yes, definitely.
Ito yung gusto makita ng coach natin.
Yes.
Like if you're editing yung kalaban, coach might want to see this. Na team mo, ito yung
mga mali.
Ito yung hindi yung magagaling na part. Madali yun eh. Ito, nahirapan tayo sa press.
Ganito dapat ang gagawin natin. So, ganun ang ginagawa nila. Remember, yan ang unang trabaho ni Coach Eric Spoelstra when he started with the Miami Heat.
Panahon pa ng BHS yun.
Yun ang mahirap ng time na yun.
Sipin mo,
kasi ngayon may mga software na.
Saka digital na eh, di ba?
Oo, madali.
Junmar's pass is red. Nice ball carry. And alas, is burned back there. This is a one game for the Philippines. I don't think there's any question about this.
We were not really tested yet, of course, today. I mean, the first quarter was a bit close, pero after that big run in the second quarter, tuloy-tuloy na ang Gilas.
Oh, that'll work.
It's good also that we were able to give Brown a lot of rest dito sa second half.
Yeah, no, now that you mention it. Alam mo, maganda rin si Alas coming off the bench. Napaka heady point guard yan. Saka may opensa pa. Libre sa tres. Meron pa rin. Well, Bharain can take away a lot from this game. The fact that they can shoot threes. They can build on that for the future. Actually, tatlong team na yan, pwede sila magrambulan dyan. Thailand, Jordan, at saka itong Bharain.
At Bharain. Ang importante sa atin is to win all three.
Win all three.
And then secure the top spot. Offensive foul. Tatawag ni Ange Kuhame. Pero chicken wing.
Hinok pa niya.
Yep. Parang konti. Let's see.
Ay,
Ayun.
anipis ano?
Pero may konting sa left hand. But you're right, manipis nga.
Ang FIBA, either manipis o makapal, dalawa lang yan. But the level of consistency ang taas.
Very.
Sa FIBA.
We witnessed that during the World Cup. Halos lahat ng tawag is very consistent.
There was that one Japanese referee that was at a different level. And he called, I forget his name, he called it with such authority. Libre. They thought about it.
About 2 seconds differential, and
We're done.
Coach Tim saying no more.
Yeah. And only 3 seconds remaining. There has to be one more inbound.
So
It's not
good.
yet over.
Kailangan ilabas pa ng Bharain ng bola. They're trying to sort it out here.
Yeah, we have to be prim and proper. And
Yes, tapusin natin the game.
And we are officially done. So Gilas registering its first win, Mark, in the Asian Games in Guangzhou.
A good debut. I mean, we took care of business. I mean, Bharain is not a team that can really give us a lot of problems here. But the important thing is we win our first game. That should give us momentum. We were able to rest our guys. Nobody really playing extended minutes today because we will need all of them in the next week or so.
Wedges getting reacquainted with people he played with and against. And I like this game because it adds additional practice time for the team, actually, and chemistry building.
That's correct. This will prepare us to be better in our next game against Thailand in a couple of days.
Okay, that'll do it for us. And in behalf of all of us here, One Sports Plus, Filipinas Live, and Signal, on behalf of Coach Mark Molina, the Seb Samantha saying thank you for joining us. Big win by the Philippines in its first game in the Asian Games in Hangzhou, 89-61 against Bharain.
有序离场，观看下场比赛的观众正在等待入场，请不要在场馆长时间停留，谢谢您的配合。